Hey subscriber, welcome to the channel. We're going to be going through some density questions in this video. We're going to start with question 20 here. So it says a solid sphere is made of glass. We've been given the mass, the density, which is good. We don't have the volume, so maybe that's going to be something we're going to need to work out. So let's write the formulas down. Density equals mass over volume. Since we have density and mass, we're going to have to focus on volume here. So let's work out the volume of a sphere. We know the formula for this. We should know this. It's going to be 4/3 pi r cubed. So that's v equals 4/3 pi r cubed. The radius is going to be at half of x. So it's actually going to be x over 2. So if we just rewrite this as 4/3 times pi times x over 2 cubed. So that then becomes 4/3 times pi times x cubed over, now 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. We're going to tidy this up just by simplifying the fractions out. So 4/3, if I write this in another order, 4/3 times x cubed over 8 times pi. Well, the 4 I can divide by 4 and divide by 4 to get 2. And that leaves me with x cubed over 6 times pi. That is the volume of this sphere. Let's now use this formula here. And I'm going to rearrange this. I'm going to say that mass is equal to density times volume. The mass we've been given, which is 58.4, we need to double check that the units of the measures are all in sync with each other. So in this case, they're all centimeters and grams, so that should be good. So mass is 58.4 is equal to density, which is 2.6 times volume. Now, volume is this thing here. So we're going to get x cubed over 6 times pi. All we need to do now is rearrange this to work out what x is, and then half of x will give us, no, actually we want the diameter, so we don't need to half it. It's just going to be x is what we're going to find. So in this case, if I divide by 2.6 on both sides, I get x cubed over 6 times pi is equal to 58.4 over 2.6. So I've divided by 2.6, I've divided all of that by 2.6, and now this is where we are. I'm just going to rub that out to keep it neater. Put this in a calculator, so 58.4 divided by 2.6. That gives me, now I could leave this as a fraction or a decimal. I'm going to leave it as a fraction for now. So let's just say that this is 292 over 13. Is equal to pi cubed over 6. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 6. Let's do that in a different color. Multiplied by 6, multiplied by 6. And that then becomes, you can do it on a calculator, answer times 6 equals 1752 over 13. So let's write that here, 1752 over 13. Is equal to x cubed times pi. Now we're going to divide by pi to give us x cubed is equal to this fraction divided by pi. So I have the fraction on the calculator already, so we're just going to press divide by shift and then pi, and that gives us 42.89. So we're just going to write 42.89 ... So it's not fully rounded yet. What we're going to need to do is cube root it on both sides to work out what x is, and that's going to give us our final answer. So cube root x cubed is just x. Now the cube root of this, what we want to do is don't press the on button, press AC, shift, and then you can see there's a cube root button here. Now, on your calculator, it might be in a different place, or you might also potentially use this button, which allows you to put a 3 as your third, so that's your cube root. And then we're going to press, rather than typing in 42.89, we have to press the answer key because it's the previous answer. We do not want to round it yet. So that's going to give you 3.500. I mean, it's quite pretty much, it's going to be 3.5 is going to be our answer here. So this will be 3.50063. And then because it says to three significant figures, we can say our answer is x equals, now the third significant figure is that 0 there. So we want it to the nearest tenth. In this case, it's just 3.50. Don't forget units, they're already provided in this question, so centimeters. And that is going to be your answer. There might be some other ways to do this, but this is just an example. Now, you may also, if you're much more confident with numbers, the rearranging here, you can do that in one step. I, for example, would divide by 2.6 over 6 times pi in one go. If you're happy to do that, definitely try it out on a calculator and make sure you can get the answer as shown. I'll see you in the next video question on density.